Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I'm so excited to get this read to you today, and it was 12:12 as I turned this on. Okay, so very profound read for the Divine Masculine Twin Flames today. I'm sure you'll want to stay tuned. It was a pretty amazing read. The Lovers is smack in the middle again, and I'm telling you, I've been doing this for years now. The Lovers has never come up so much in both reads and in the center of the read. The underlying energy is the Four of Cups. I wanted to show you this because, all right, this is the underlying energy. All right, so this is, the Four of Wands, considered union. And then we have beneath it is the Eight of Cups, that walking away card. But you see, this is coded. This is the way the cards were laid out for me, the way I see it, and I'm presented every day with different combinations. This is why the contrast of the cards is very important. So you have over here 3, 8, 3 cups in the 8, and then here is 4, 4. Well, my soul number is 38, which is the Queen of Cups, and my life lesson number is 44, the number of Atlas, okay? So this is very significant for union. And they tell things to me in my codes that I'll understand so that I can interpret it properly for you. This is beautiful. All right, so don't mind me, I'm still a mess a little bit, but it's all good. So as we get into the Divine Masculine read, it is January 10th, 2019. It's the 10, it's the Wheel of Fortune. All right, that's good luck. It's a turn for the better. It's that high vibration, 101010, okay? And it's 1, so it's the Magician energy, and then it's 2019, which is that 12, and we started this video at 12:12, and the day adds up to 23:5, which is the King of Wands, and the King of Wands shaman came up in the environment for the masculine today. Okay, so this is either his environment or how people see him as the King of Wands, shaman though, and very much Indian energy. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, which is that 5, the expansion energy of freedom, excitement. It is communication as well as 3, and romance, children, and change. Okay, so that's that 5 energy with the 10, and 2 5s together are considered that new beginning, and then we have the new beginning already with the 10 energy today. And it's crazy windy outside. It was crazy windy last night, and it's continuing all this morning. Although the sun's been coming in and out, it's like crazy windy. It's like huge energies swirling around today. And I woke up today at 8:08 to try not to get worried, try not to turn on to problems that upset you. Oh. Okay, so this is Mary Magdalene singing to Jesus. Everything's all right, everything's fine, right? And it's cool, and the ointment's sweet for the fire in your head and feet. Okay, so this is Mary Magdalene singing, and Spirit's connecting with me. So not only this, did I wake up at 8:08 to that, and I woke up to that right after I was remembering a dream where I was laughing because I was singing something else to someone I know. We were like on a zip line, but like a train. It wasn't like up in the air. And I was with a friend of mine, a guy friend of mine, and I was singing a song because I know all the lyrics to Jesus Christ Superstar still to this day. And he was, thinking I was nuts, but I was laughing hysterically because of the way he was reacting to me. And then I kind of fell back when I was laughing to another friend who totally got it, and they were laughing with me. So really positive energy waking up this morning. And then after I woke up to that song, I was still tired, so I was still kind of half in, half out. And my mind, my experience was going through all of the songs of Jesus Christ Superstar. And when it started saying the lyrics from Jesus Christ Superstar, every time I look at you, I don't understand, why you let the things you did get so out of hand. As soon as I got to Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christ Superstar, my whole body lit up in such connection I can't even express to you. Okay, so it's really super powerful energy today. And that was from Jesus Christ Superstar. JC likes that one. And then when I went to opened the curtains, the trash cans were starting to roll down the streets because it was so windy. So I ran outside in my pajamas and my bare feet in the freezing cold to pull them back. And I ended up having to go back again because the trash hadn't been picked up yet. So when that got picked up, then that was blowing down the street. So that was good grounding though. So at least I was running and it was cold, so it woke me up, and I stepped on the grass for a bit. So had some good grounding energy this morning, and it gets your breathing going. The shuffle for this read was really smooth, and as I'm shuffling and I cut, as soon as I finished cutting, I didn't even have to turn the first card over. It turned itself over for me, and it was the Lovers. Okay, and it was 9:33. 33 is the Christ vibration, and it was windy as anything. The major arcana that came up here for the masculine was Lovers, Ascension, Star, and Hanging Man. Lovers in the Sirian star seed is the Lovers, Ascension is the World, Star is the Star, and then Hanging Man is the Hanged Man. There were 3 wands, 2 swords, 2 cups, no pentacles for the masculine at all today. And okay, it's Thursday, it's a business day, so that's really good because there's no business today. 3 wands, 2 swords, 2 cups. Okay. The court cards were Page of Swords and King of Wands. Okay. And Page of Swords can be a child or communication, news, messages. And then the King of Wands, like I showed you, is that shaman energy that's come up. And the other decks that will come up as well is something different, but that's what it came up there. The numbers that came up in the coding was 34, which is the 8 of Wands, which is that passionate expression. Back and forth communications of feelings, passion, love, as well as heated conversations. Okay, so also 79 came up, but with 8 in between, and 8 in this that came up here with the numbers was the 8 of Swords, which is anxiety. So there's only anxiety between the 7 and the 9, the Chariot and the Hermit, and 79 is the Pot of Gold. So 78 may be the end of the deck and the 10 of Pentacles, but it's also the anxiety that puts a wedge in between, the space in between the 79, which is the Pot of Gold at the end of the rainbow. So how beautiful is that? Then the coding comes up. It's all about forgiveness and synchronicities. The numbers that came up, again, were, the numbers in the coding were 8, 4, and 4, which is like 44, 8, but the codes added up to 88, and I woke up at 8:08, so it's definitely Lionsgate energy here, along with Egypt and Atlantis definitely coming up for me today. All right, that's that very powerful lion energy. Lion's very much attached to me. The coding had Han Solo in there, which the masculine keeps coming up as Han Solo. Seeker of Orbs, or the Page of Swords, came up there, as well as the 8 and ET came up as well. So there's strength, courage needed for either support of ET, so your connections to your galactic connections, to the nth degree. All right, so really important to communicate Han, so Han Solo as the masculine, for an in with forgiveness and synchronicities. So he needs to learn to connect more with his galactic tribe and stay at 0 point. Stay at 0 point for the masculine in order to support your extraterrestrial connections to the nth degree as far as communications as Han for forgiveness and synchronicity. It was also coming up as having courage and strength for someone with mastectomy, who has insufficient support and needs support to the nth degree. Okay, so there may be communication from Han that's foreign, and also a child can be communicating with the divine masculine, but foreign energies, not only to get in for an in, but foreign was coming up. So of course ETs are going to be foreign for the masculines, but it's about becoming more synchronized with that energy. It's not that they are not aware of it, because you know guys are often into that galactic space stuff, but on an etheric level, on a spiritual level, it may be foreign to them, these synchronicities. So again, forgiveness and synchronicity was everything about this. Also 84 came up, the year 1984, which was interesting for me because I graduated from college in 83, but I stayed out there for a year and then came home in 84, where I met my first husband, okay, who was very abusive. So it was coming up to support the divine feminine Thoth was coming up here, as well as the truth. And seeker of thoughts, or BS, okay, because thoughts often can be BS. Your brain lies to you, your heart does not. So Han, and this is related to the Divine Masculine, Han, for in forgiveness and synchronicities. And paralleling where you were and where your twin would have been at that same year. So in 1984, I met my abusive husband, which means, and I was 22, so my twin would be 16 and meeting an abuser as well. All right, so bringing that up. And it was also very interesting that year because I came home from school. After college, I worked for Mountain Bell for about 7 months during the divestiture. Do you remember when, you know, Mountain Bell was a monopoly, and they divested because then everyone came in and said that wasn't right, so they had to split up the market. Well, I helped during that divestiture time, and then after that, I ended up moving home. So, the coding that came up online for you guys, truth was the first word of the first heading. Okay, so truth definitely came up in the coding here. So it's all about the truth, which comes up in the read again, of forgiveness and synchronicities, that your synchronicities are real, guys, for the masculines. Truth was coming up with a seeking ball, and that was from Naruto, wikia.com. Also, the Cabal came up, and TH, which is the Thailand Cabal game. It's a game, it's not about the Cabal. Divine Upgrade came up here from YouTube. Over 2,000 dead in last month alone, talking about the Cabal, okay? And TH, which TH comes up as a code to the nth degree for me, but it was also referencing Thailand here. The game, the Cabal game in Thailand. World Religions, instead of religions came up, R-E-L-G-I-O-N-S. World Religions, all right? It wasn't regions, it was religions. So I don't know if it's just a misspelling or they did it on purpose, but then it was colon, chapter 5, Chinese religion, flashcards, and that was from Quizlet. 4 books on Confucius, okay? Data IV collection thread, page 8, and that was from NarutoForums.org. Okay, so data, I said IV, but it's 4, 1V. Collection thread, page 8. Approximately 4 years had elapsed. And that's very interesting because I'm over 3.5 years now from the time that I met my twin. Comeback of Konoha's Team 7. Even though each have their own opinions, it didn't change their will to protect the village. All right, so those twins who have been apart, who have had falling outs, difference of opinions, may now come back together to form their villages, their communities, okay, knowing that we're each allowed to have our own perspectives, but we can each still be as one. And Spirit's connecting with me very strongly, obviously. It's 1313, transformation and death, very important right now, all right, to become the butterfly. And I watched the butterfly effect last night, very important. The codes and numbers that came up in the coding were 84, 4, 88, 34, 78, 79, 789, the sequence, and then 322. Okay, so those are your numbers. All right. All right, so also the King of Swords came up from biddingtara.com. As far as in that card, in their deck, points the sword toward the intuitive mind. So not only just straight up, but over to the left. So not just being their logic, but pointing towards the intuitive. The Master came up from Buffy fandom.com, and that said, Master return later in Buffy season 8 in first 4 issues of the final story arc, which came up in Magenta Pixie's, one of her last her videos, as far as the arc being the authentic, the organic, okay, the organic oneness, okay. And also Last Gleaming came up, okay, which was important. Last Gleaming, the arc. Then Seiken, Narutopedia came up. That's Naruto, wikia.com. Harusami tried and failed to remove Seiken from within his student. All right, so he was possessed. To stop Letakata from Harosame, I'm sorry, Utakata from being a living weapon to the village. All right, so he tried to, he was possessed, and he tried to get the possession out of him, but Utakata thought that he tried to kill him because he was out of it, obviously. And this is going back to the butterfly effect. So if you haven't seen it in a while, or you've never seen it, watch the butterfly effect. It was on Netflix. General Dynasty, Warriors 4, Extreme Legend Info, and that was neoseeker.com. And then another heading, Remote, which was referring to training, remote training. So this is what we do online. Star Wars, that was from StarWarsWiki.com, which is Wikipedia, which I love that title. The only thing that came up in that was Marksman -H. Okay, and H is 8, which is that the infinity with the 0 point, and marksman, you know, with the target. Quick draw skills, quick draw McGraw, and reaction had to do with reaction time and accuracy. So becoming good at hitting the spot, 0 point. Then the next heading was, this is the last one, CTHULHU, mythos or mythos deities. Okay, and that was from Wiki. An amphibious humanoid with 4 7-clawed arms and tentacles in place of legs. Head is lion-like but bony, and mouth has 3 tongues. Trapped beneath the sea floor inside a mysterious seamount called Nagoth. Okay, and that was from Wikipedia. I mean, this was a definition. So check that out. That's a deity. All right, so let's get into the read here. At 10:10, I had to go to the bathroom before the read. All right, so it's 10:10. 10:10's been coming up like crazy the last couple weeks. So 10:14, I started doing the read, and that's when that 38 and 44 came up from the 4 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. So the Empress chooses a path in the world of union, 44, with self, 38. The left hand grounds as the right hand holds the world. It is to be Empress and always have a choice. The harsh truth may come at him, the masculine, in dreamtime sleep or meditation. As at work, he's like the wounded warrior schoolboy, hiding out from the bully who already took down several others. He continues to chisel away at his creation, sidestepping the stage at school, too intimidated to go up there on stage. Okay, so it's referencing the masculine to the schoolboy who's running away from the bully and is afraid to get up on stage because the bully might find him. Not even to be afraid to get up in front of people, but he's afraid because the bully might find out where he is. No longer reaping rewards, knowing he must make his next move. The Emperor reversed is out of control, a good thing, out of ego, in union with self, takes the lead in journey. Onlookers wave and wish him well on his journey through the 1111 gateway, or receive him near the mountains. He takes a closer look at the reason the red curtains won't close. Hooks out of alignment, and don't forget, this came up several times that there were bugs in the curtains, so either there were literal bugs there or someone was being bugged. Okay, so they might have found a bug, which came up in this read. So like I said, or it could just be that your curtains were out of alignment, okay? But it's bringing up the parallel of out of alignment. Worth waiting for is the underlying energy, and very soon was just below that. And I'm going to show you that because it's very pure angelic, okay? Worth waiting for. Okay, divine timing is at work in your love life. Conflict in casual sex, karmic showing right arm muscle, but he rises in his feminine to show left arm muscle, not expressing his feelings to her and offering her a payoff for a new life. To the Queen of Wands reversed, obviously unhappy about it. He triumphs in rejection, all right? Even though he was afraid to hurt someone, he did it and is standing strong for true love and getting to know each other, which were the romance angel cards that came up. Oh, also with that Cabal TH, that tie heading, when I looked up the Cabal TH, it said Cabal THALZ for server, Virgo, Scorpio, and that was from Electronics Extreme Limited. Okay, it said Virgo, Scorpio up to episode 1X or 9. Rising force. Okay, so a force to be reckoned with. So as I was getting more into the read, there is some sour stomach and a little stress in the solar plexus for the masculine coming up here. It was 10:30 as I turned the page and wrote down the time. 30 is the 4 of Wands, and 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. So, death and transformation of the King of Wands shaman, Indian, just remembered, oh, that was interesting too. I remembered my sister and I, just for, before her wedding a long, long time ago, when we were in our 20s, we just went to New York City to, it was like her, her girls' night out, and it was just me and her. And we went to a restaurant, and then we went out to this, a salsa place, a salsa bar, and I met an Indian guy who was supposed to be the head of his tribe. So him, and he was with his friend was a cop who was kind of, his little, all hands with my sister and everything, and she was getting married, so it wasn't really appropriate. But the guy that I met was a really nice person, and he was going to be the head of his tribe. So if you ever watch this, hi. So that was interesting, because as I'm writing the King of Wands shaman, that memory came up. Okay, so a lot of shaman energy is coming up here. As the high priestess with keys, so this is about death and transformation of the King of Wands shaman. As the high priestess with keys, bubble wands, continues to offer them as red boots and family crest, seashell, large spiral conch shells, and dead bug, so this is coming up for the karmic energy, can pack her stuff and get out, her royal pain in the family crest but out, leather patch Levi's and all. Blue bloods are not light blue. That would be Jesus, actually. The divine masculine knight of chalices struggles to write just the right words to express his feelings to the one still holding space for him. She may be fruity, and then I wrote love. I wasn't ready to write that, but I wrote love there. She may be fruity, but I got a brand new pair of roller skates, and she got a brand new key, right? I got a brand new pair of roller skates, she got a brand new key. Okay, so that was coming up again. The evil red empress. Okay, so in the beginning of the read, we had an empress. This is a different empress. That was the empress in her knowing and her strength and her power. And here, an evil red empress is being described as holds the lovebirds in a trap, butterfly effect, earth around her head, large snake beside her, not in her, and ties up at Atlas Adonis arms and shoulders so he cannot move freely in the color of gangrene. The high priestess empress is light and airy, bare feet, kittens and bells on her toes if she pleases, in rose pinks and emerald greens, gray and pure white, and then love partnership and healing comes up. Okay, so healing was underneath, love partnership on top, both in the very significant position, love partnership. And then love shack came up right after that. Ships coming in, white seagull overhead, but watch out for dark and gray pirating, only imprisoning self in your mind, anxiety, fear. Now you see it, now it disappears. Okay, so let go of the fear. No more brain wars, only union within, even if it's in disconnection, which is illusion. Okay? Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Okay? And then we get back up again. Dragonfly then came up. Dragonfly meeting, and then mating. I saw the dragonflies mating when I went to the south of France. Okay? They look like a stick flying, a 4-inch stick flying around. And then they land on a plant, and it bends in half into a heart shape, and then they start mating. It's really beautiful. But I'd never seen that. It was so cool when I saw it. I was like running around like a little kid. 2 bunnies meet in the grass and shrubs, one on knees, the other stunned. After all the trauma and destruction, the hunter felt no satisfaction. He had become the bully, he so had detested, and hurt his true love, source disconnected. Love is a battlefield. So that song came up. No promises, no demands. He had taken down the one good thing he had, yet she still stands in her knowing, waiting for him to take the lead, worth waiting for. Okay, so then recently for the Divine Masculine, dreams are dashed, Ankh in hand, speaking to stars. Priests had holes to hide from Elizabethan government. Okay, so that came up right there. It was 1101 and then 1104. Again, recently, dreams dashed, Ankh in hand, and this is referring back to Egypt and Atlantis. Speaking to stars, the priests had holes to hide from Elizabethan government. Queen of Swords speaks like a microphone held to the stars. Aquarius not in her knowing, or not using their intuition, in over-isolation, trying to copy a Queen of Swords visions. So this again can be pirating stuff. Pisces isolating in order to heal, or hermit not making his or her decision. A break in partners and home division. Okay, and the underlying energy signs were Taurus upright, Aries reversed, Aquarius upright, Pisces reversed, Virgo reversed, Gemini reversed, and Scorpio is just around. I don't know whether it was up or down. Okay, so even if they're down doesn't mean it's an awful thing. They just may be out of sort, not their usual self. But those are the general energies for each of those signs. All right, so from the foundation, there's closure, completion. The Queen of Cups, indecisive or without affection. After being taken down but not affected, takes the world in her right hand with a little bit of stress, with focus on traveling and the land. So this could be the karmic or the divine feminine. Again, Queen of Cups is what came up in the underlying energy for union, that 38 energy. It's also a water sign, which is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Also, it's just a loving, affectionate, kind, intuitive person, okay? So centrally, the lovers, the rainbow is out. The wheel of fortune for the awakened, free with open heart, only two now. Queen of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles, transformed, wounded warriors. All right, so, and on the Lover's card in the center of the read were 3 major arcana upright, okay? You had the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hangman awake. Okay, that's how powerful this Lovers in the center of the read was today. The challenge for the masculine is a message, news, or small communication that's still immature. Present to overindulgences, gossip, third party. The pink rose, symbolic that love exists in the darkness. That in the black is positive, not in the red. Taking things slow and steady, allowing not conflict, but expansion instead. Feel the rainbow. Be the Fool and expose your heart right into the fire. Bag in tow, rose in hand, loyal friend at your side. Now in head, suffering is in. Learning the cycles of transmutation and sharing with family to alleviate and buffer. Buffy the Vampire Slayer came up here. Impatient for new start and choose the right heart path to the King of Cups, unconditional love, despite misunderstandings. Keeping the upper hand, the devil can have the lower one. Rehab for codependencies and addictions is always simple, waking to the harsh truth. With twisted ties and very strong rope, we hang ourselves over extending olive branch, out on a limb, out to break in this crazy wind. The doctor arrives with 2 spoons of sugar or fruit, then leaves to surprise wish dream girl exposed, or to tell karmic about hang up, and then free themselves to walk away in separation, burning the past, obsessed with his work. Soon hanging man, juggling patiently as karmic kept quiet, so she's either keeping quiet or he's keeping her quiet, a step at a time as not to cause a riot. Grounding their finances, no longer bored, it's just no longer working, staying home, being stubborn, or even hoarding. He finally sees the wood through the trees, A little more dancing and bouncing, and then he'll be free. Karmic ignoring any kindness, all business. He is rising to dance above the fire. Tango, shaman, firewalker. The Queen of Wands reversed with no feelings. Just give me the damn money. A triumph in emotional immaturity and healing. Around him, or as he is seen, fending off others at the new moon, or deceiving until ready to come to light with the lunar eclipse. Clear blocks, for the masculine, of wishes, wishing, no conflict, and being released and free. Okay? It's all up to you to love always, unconditionally. Forgiveness and sinks, like I said, is what came up. That was all of it. A new life for you and your flame, 2 candles, and a big cookie with a heart on it. A canopy bed built for 2 of the same. End of the show is a celebration of joy. New passion without the past. He will keep offering, even if she rejects. When go to their separate corners, he will always come back. Laying down weapons, suddenly obsessed, now with payoffs and clearing debt. Dreaming of separation, giving him a little anxiety. Breaks in contracts, commitment, and marriage to escape unhappy family, holding back passion and feeling sadness. Rising above a negative past, even if up nights, the worst is over in lack of opportunity during divorce or justice, or kids ungrounded not doing their homework. A message or news, the King of Wands is sick or drained, or him and a child are both sick. Insecurities bring manipulation and unhappiness when drained. Continuing to deliberate only causes lack of peace. The Queen of Pentacles on top now, grounded and free. Union complete, tango with shaman, dream lovers communicate. Hang under stars, over suffering and celebrating. Okay, there's a little anxiety. Okay, so that was the read. The signs that came up for you guys within the body of the read, not the underlying energy. Gemini upright, Libra upright, Pisces upright, Scorpio upright. Aquarius was upright and reversed. Aquarius not pleased. Aries was upright and reversed because Aries is coming and going, so happy they don't know what to do with themselves. It was so cute watching like the fool run around. And then Capricorn upright. And then Sag reversed only because they're paying off debts, but it's not a negative energy, although Sag is reversed. Leo's reversed, Cancer's reversed, and Taurus is reversed. Okay? I want to get off so that it's keeps it short. Amazing reading. So very happy about that. Rise and be love, guys. Bye.